might be a little heavy on the hand, but I learned from living life on the land that when the flames get hotter, you move to deeper water. That's where I learned to sink or swim. And you know I don't really give a damn.
Oh, fuck! We're here! Fuck! There we are! Oh, hey! How's it going?
There you go.
Howdy! It's totally right in the way.
I have like the biggest like shadow. I forgot how to do it too.
No, fair enough. Howdy! Welcome to this week's episode of Vikings, Outlaws, and Cowboys. I'm your host, Viko, the bearded one. You can call me JT for short. And as always, I am joined by the magnificent bougie-ass Jarl, Alex Martinez.
Man.
Hey,
we're back.
Yeah, we're super consistent lately. Sorry,
so
folks.
Back.
That's what happens.
So, me and Rhino were totally going to knock one out of the park. And our shit just did not align.
Mm-hmm.
And I went out of town. I went out of town for baseball tournaments.
Yeah, you jive-ass turkey.
I know. Says the guy who went to Africa.
I did go to Africa. What are you drinking there today?
A little bit of the Yellowstone.
Oh, dude, that's a solid one, man. Where'd you get that from? Do they sell that shit down there now?
Yeah, they've sold it down here for a while, but I actually got it from...
Ryan lives a bet to you, too?
No. We were on our way to look at some property.
Oh.
And we stopped through Evanston.
Oh, you up in Christmas Meadows area?
Up in that area.
Oh, man. Bougie-ass bougie.
Don't tell anybody.
Well, that's all right. I'm still drinking that Montani moonshine.
Oh, you gotta pull the cork. You gotta pull the cork for it.
How fucked up are you already?
Dude, nothing. I haven't had a single drink. And in fact, I'm drinking water because I think I'm on my Menzi and I'm getting very crampy today.
Oh, that's cool. I found out that I have the high cholesterol, so I get to go to less bacon and more quinoa. Quinoa? Whatever it is.
Quinoa.
Whatever. Quinoa.
Benoit
balls.
So yeah, I got my whiskey and I got my water. So I've been trying to hydrate all day. Hasn't fucking worked.
I don't get to drink real beer for a while.
So what kind of communist told you that you have high blood pressure?
Well, or
high cholesterol.
Yeah. Well, I do have high blood pressure, but I think that's mostly because contractors are a nightmare, and building a building is a nightmare.
I think I was born with high blood pressure.
Yeah, it's probably true. I do have a vein that ticks sometimes right here between my eyes, and it'll just if I used to have a neck before I had the beard.
Nah, I don't remember it.
That's fine. But I also got one that comes down right here, and when I'm super pissed.
You can totally see my neck.
Yeah, you can see mine too.
I cut mine down big time.
I'm not sure if I'm going to or not.
I felt like a hobo.
Well, yeah, I get that. I did not I still don't feel like a hobo.
I like having my beard, but it's hard in the summer to just not walk around because I got a lot of head hair too. I know some of us, don't.
We're holding on to hope. Yeah, I know. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. So I feel like a big fucking grease ball.
Well, listen, you don't have any Italian in you, do you?
No, dude, I'm Wiener Schnitzel. I told you.
Yeah, okay. I'm just making sure. Then you're not really a grease ball. You're like what is that? Like a deep fried fucking burrito. What is that?
I just said it's a Wiener Schnitzel.
No, you're a chimichanga.
Isn't that that's very oily and greasy, isn't
it? Yeah, chimichanga is.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the summertime, you're a chimichanga. I'm just gonna start calling you Changa.
Changa. Sound like some kind of mongoloid.
It's not far off.
No.
Oh fuck. Well, so you went down and you did the baseball things when I was gone. What all did you like? Did the kid do good?
Did okay. Kid was not as good as he usually is. I think most of the kids were pretty psyched out for whatever reason.
Mm.
There were some
Define.
pretty good kids down there. So,
Oh, are they?
the kids,
Was there like a 25-year-old Puerto Rican playing an 8-year-old
bro,
league?
a couple of times I felt like it. There was a couple of kids over there that were like, they had guns. I was like, there's no way that kid's 8
Mm.
or 9.
Yeah.
I
No,
I call hardcore bullshit.
well, okay then. That makes sense. Hmm. Did you know I fucking dove with a shark and I didn't die?
You fucked up what?
I dove with a shark and I
Oh,
didn't
you
die.
dove with a shark.
It
Yeah,
bit my fucking cage, bro.
there's no video of that though.
There is. There is. It's coming to you. I just have to wait for it to be downloaded.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. It's a real thing.
Hmm.
It's fucking awesome.
I haven't seen
Prob
it.
Probably like in order of awesome things that have happened in my life. Kids being born. I made it back alive from conflicts. That was pretty awesome. Still is awesome. Didn't chew on a bullet. Shark diving, safari, everything else.
So it's like number 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's like basically, 2 and 3 are just I'm alive, fucking woo.
Yeah. I feel like 4 is like I'm alive too. Like very much alive.
Nah, it wasn't as scary as you think. Although, so you're in this like 10-foot wide, a long cage, and it's like 4 feet wide, 5 feet wide, right? Or depth. I don't know. Whatever. Um, Basically, there's 4 feet in between the back of the cage and the front of the cage, which the shark is, or comes to, whatever the proper terminology is. And by the way, I'm still suffering from jet lag, so my brain is not on point. Plus, been doing some other stuff I'll get to in a minute, but
So glad we're doing this.
yeah, me too. You gotta fucking go. So anyway, the way it works is you climb into this cage, it's attached to the boat. The cage doesn't drop down below because we weren't scuba diving or we weren't snorkeling. So you have like this
Wait,
bar.
you were snorkeling or you
No,
weren't?
weren't.
How are you breathing then?
You just hold your breath and pull yourself under when the shark comes to attack the cage.
Oh.
Not as cool. I guess it's not really diving. It's shark holding your breath. It's like shark
Okay.
bloop bloop bloop.
I feel like you totally overplayed this thing.
No, still fucking dope. I don't
Fuck
care.
that. You made it
No,
sound like you were gonna be in the cage with like a pork chop tied around your neck and like scuba gear. You were just
no.
like, oh shark, and then went back up.
Except for like the shark was literally biting the cage where my face was.
Were you guys inverted?
No, because they don't swim upside down, and I was definitely not swimming upside down. Good
Okay.
Top Gun reference.
Thank you.
But then I did get to also see lions straight murder a giraffe.
Just murder.
Well, yeah. Well, I saw one lion murder a giraffe, and then two other giraffes that were fighting and smashed an electrical line and then fucking shocked themselves to death. Surprisingly, by the way, giraffes are super camouflage and
That's
they're
gotta
everywhere.
be a lot of electricity to like give the death penalty to one.
Well, giraffes they can't ever put their head down for too long. So if they do, they have a heart attack. So it's I mean, whatever. I learned this.
Uh,
They like sleep and then they do like sit down on the ground like a horse does with its
mhm.
head up, but it can never put its head below where its heart is. If it does, it dies.
So what does that have to do with the power lines?
Well, if that's something that simple as like I dropped my head below and they got shocked, right? And then their head went below their heart and instant death. This is
Like
really
it like it's not
terrible.
even.
It's a design flaw.
Where is there heart in their neck?
That it just takes so much effort and energy to push the blood back up to their brain.
But if their head's
Once
down,
it's
wouldn't it just trickle down?
I don't know, man. This is what the fucking people said.
I feel like you got fucked. You hook, line, and sinker. I
No,
feel
man.
like they got you, dude. I'm going to
No.
the Googs
Do it.
or the Duck Duck Goes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Whatever.
going.
Same.
I'm fucking going.
Still got to see. Unfortunately, no, actually, for me it was pretty cool. Everybody else was like super sad about it, but there's a baby giraffe that was murdered by a single lioness. By the way, baby giraffe 6 foot tall. Just FYI. They come out 6 foot tall.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do they come out like gigantic?
Yeah, we saw it earlier in the day, and then we came back around, and it was not existent anymore.
Oh, that happens. It's
It's called
the
nature.
circle of life.
Simba. I just Simba'd you.
Yeah, I got that.
Oh, cool. All right. Well, I mean, so I know you guys have all been waiting for us to get back. So while the Jarl is out here, you Googling the DuckDuckGoes, we've kind of had a lot of stuff that's been going on. So before I left, we had a building going up. We had ribs, and now we have a fully enclosed building that is waiting on spray foam installation and electrical and plumbing. And then the final step in this the final step in this process is going to be, wait for it, septic system. Boom.
Shitty.
Super shitty. $35,000 is shitty.
Ooh, that's really shitty.
That's super shitty. I think we're all to the point now where we just have accepted the fact that no matter what you do in any part of the economy today, it's more expensive than it was 3 years ago. So there's that.
Yeah, but at least we got a low interest rate.
Oh yeah. I mean, because right now interest rates are 10.5%. Gross.
Yeah.
I would never buy anything for 10%. And if you're out there and you're a young lance corporal or you're a young private, don't.
Oh fuck yeah, just do it, dude. Buy that 25% car loan on that fucking
Dude, it's like
Mustang.
40% now.
Just shoot the J. They'll be fine.
No, man. We're starting a new trend.
Just kidding, don't fucking do it.
Yeah, we're starting a new trend. It's called responsibility.
That's overrated. Buy something stupid, just pay cash.
Well, totally.
Buy an old car that you have to fix up all the time.
They can't, man. They're all stationed in coastal fucking places. You can't buy an old car in California that doesn't emit emissions.
Oh, they have special emissions for those old fuckers.
Mm-hmm.
But then they become a lance corporal that can never afford drugs because they're always buying car parts.
Maybe they become a lance corporal that can't afford a Dependa.
Either way, I feel like we're getting out of drugs and we're getting out of Dependas.
There's no way. That is a 280-year-old tradition. Dependas Dependas and drugs.
You have to get a smaller Dependa, a skinny one. Because the old car you can't afford the maintenance and to feed.
Speaking of Dependas, I saw real life hippopotamuses.
Oh.
I was going to send pictures to the boat, but I thought he'd get really excited.
The hippos are scary, bro.
Yeah, we were on a nature walk, so we're out cruising around, walking with these dudes. Like most of the safari was out driving, right? It was cool. And like the guys are like, so don't get out of the car. We're like, why not? They're like, the lions look at the car as if it's like their homie. And I'm like,
they're like, this is Africa.
And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So if we get out of the car thing, whatever it is, Jeep, Land Cruiser, whatever, they're like, you'll get eaten. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
That doesn't sound fun.
So then they're like, hey, who wants to go do a walkabout? I'm like, fucking me. I'm in.
Me.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Like, wanted to pet a shark. Now it's time to struggle snuggle with a kitty, right?
A kidder.
Kidder.
So, and I think you probably saw it on the thread, but we're just going to refer to him as Sturdy Girls now. Did you see the Joe Rogan, Bert Kreischer clip that the boat put on the thread?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't see. I was gone.
No, well, it just happened like yesterday, like today, actually. Absolutely hilarious clip.
Oh, I was not, dude. I was so fucking into this financial studies for leadership. Yeah, it's not good.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah, it's not great. Like, there is literally a section in it called WACC, WACC, and it is whack. I spent on one problem, one fucking word problem, 30 minutes solving it, fucking 20 lines deep.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
out
not.
on that one.
But I'm gonna get the master's degree. I set out to get it. Let's fucking do it. But back to the more important, cool things. Like, so listen, sturdy girls.
Sturdy girls, like a chick that can help you lift a couch.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because he definitely needs help lifting couches.
Yeah, if she can like lift it while he's on it too.
Oh God, I would love it. I'll pay somebody. I will pay somebody to do that. I'll take out a loan to pay you. I don't even have fucking any money anymore because the Bearded Viking isn't running it.
Shoot the J.
Just fucking let's go. All right, so Africa, if you ever get a chance to go to South Africa, fucking do it. It's just absolutely everything that I've ever wanted to do in my entire life. Um, Probably gonna go back. Next stop for me, my next dream stop is Antarctica and Iceland. So those are the two places.
Iceland.
I've been to Iceland before, but I had to go for the military, so it wasn't as fun, like at all. But I want to fucking go and do the free world thing.
I want to do Antarctica.
Dude, you could just do a fucking cruise, right? Like you pay for a flight to Chile, you float through the Patagonias, and you stay on the fucking Antarctic shelf for 2 days within a fucking research station there. And by the way, there's zero customs there because it's a fucking not country.
Yeah, whatever you pack in, you have to pack back out or whatever.
Well, I'm not packing out my shit. It's just gonna freeze out there. It's fine.
No, you have to fucking pack it out, dude.
Nope.
Yeah,
It's gonna be turd sickles everywhere.
dude. Just cut somebody with it.
Hey, dude, did you know, by the way, that we've had a huge influx of people following us? I don't know
On
if you knew
what?
this. On the Spotify and Apple Music, dude. Um uh we've updated, like, since the last time we were here. We've had 943 total downloads on it, and ranging. By the way, whoever is listening to us in San Francisco, mad props, man. Like, that's so many fucking people listening in San Francisco.
There's a lot of people listening.
Yeah, dude. Like, the heat circle was huge in San Francisco. This I'm like, oh, cool.
Say
That's
it again.
fucking dope. The heat circle was huge.
Yeah.
Big old red spot. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And then Chicago also. Lots of people listen in Chicago.
I got a
I have a
couple
few.
buddies.
I
I got
got
a
a
couple
couple
buddies in
buddies.
Chicago.
Yeah. And then again, Toronto coming in hot. Germany, whoever you are.
Hey,
Mad.
How about those Blue Jays? Yeah.
No,
Toronto.
go
Yeah,
Giants. Go Giants.
Ah, those guys suck.
No. You know who sucks? The Yankees.
Yeah, but next to them, Giants.
No, Dodgers.
Then the Blue Jays.
No, Dodgers.
Just kidding. Those guys are winning games that they shouldn't win. Like
I know.
they swept the damn Braves, and then now they're about to sweep the Astros. But they beat like teams like the Rays, which
They get beat by the teams like the Rays.
no, they beat the Rays.
What?
Yeah, they beat the Rays. It's
Okay.
it's wild. Like, I don't know.
Baseball is wild, bro. Baseball is wild.
That team's pissing me off.
You're welcome.
Not your team, the Blue Jays.
No, fuck them too.
Just saying they're good. They
It's
piss
fine.
me off, but they're good.
All right. So we got to get into men's mental health, but before we do, I have a little bit of a rant to start. I want to do a recap of what we talked about last time.
Oh no.
But before I do that, I gotta rant about something. And this was brought to my attention by a listener of ours. I went to elementary, junior high, and high school with. Her name is Bridget. Thanks for pointing this out. Did you know that June is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month?
No way.
Yeah, June is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month.
No way. Holy shit. Throughout June, Men's Health Month aims to encourage boys and men to take charge of their overall health by implementing healthy living decisions.
Yeah, okay, so here's the thing. I have literally watched an entire group of people steal a fucking rainbow from us. I
Yeah,
have literally
nobody.
watched.
I don't
I
remember
have
giving the rainbow away.
no. I have literally watched an entire group of people scream at everybody else that they need to be recognized while they have men inside of their group that are men, right? And they are literally forgetting about how important men's mental health is. Being a man, you are 8 times more likely to commit suicide than a female. Being a man, you are 8 times more likely to deal with personal and financial loss in any kind of relationship. Being a gay man, you are 50 times more likely to kill yourself than a straight man compared to a
Oof.
woman. Why the fuck is Pride Month on the top of men's mental health? I'm sorry, this is my rant. I got a lot of gay friends, and I love you all. However, Pride Month is not more important than men's mental health because there are men that identify in that realm. That is more important. You guys are out here fucking screaming and yelling and doing all the shit, but you keep fucking forgetting that men are, if it wasn't for men, in this world, there would be no humanity. There's an equal part between men and women.
Yeah, my
I'm
biggest issue
fucking
with
irritated.
I didn't know that it was Men's Mental Health Month as well until just meow.
Yeah.
Um, because it's overshadowed by all the other stuff and all the other propaganda around Pride Month and everything. And I don't like my biggest gripe is the people that take their kids to the Pride Parade.
Hmm.
Uh, I feel like that's just like really bad parenting.
Yeah,
And
so
like we might get some flack for that, but I mean, same thing. Like I have, you know, some of my best friends and some of whom that I know from the Marine Corps, but like I don't want like my kids to be sitting there when dudes have like their junk out and speedos and shit like that.
yeah,
I
man, I don't
that
I
that's
did
that's a gripe for me. It's like if you're gonna do a parade, like just do like a regular parade where everybody has their junk tucked away and you're just doing like a bunch of cool floats and balloons and shit.
right.
You know what I
Well,
mean?
yeah, no,
Like
totally. Like there's a
some of the
duality to
clips,
it.
some of the clips that I saw, even from the Salt Lake one, it was like freaking pretty much like 75% naked dudes walking up and down the freaking road. And I'm like, dude,
Dude,
like,
I'm 100% on the page of this real quick. So, there's a duality to the conversation that we're having. So let's break it down into pieces, right? Because I feel like there's an Alex rant and a JT rant, which will fail in comparison to any Ryan rant that has ever existed. Like a Ryan rant about a paper cut, we could be here for weeks.
oh yeah, paper cuts are deep.
Fucking for real. So let's break it down into two different sections. I agree, and I want to rant. I want you to continue on the thing there, but let's talk about the first thing that I brought up, which is why the fuck is Pride Month overshadowing men's mental health? I have some theories behind it, but you would think that there are men that participate in Pride, right? I mean, 84 men a week on average kill themselves, right? 84 men a week on average. That's what
Mhm.
the statistic, the latest statistic is, but I don't know if that's accurate because 22 veterans a day killed themselves. It's like 25 now, but the average was 22. That's what 22 a day. So 22 times 7 is, more
We're not
than
we're not doing
84.
enough. We're not doing
Yeah,
enough.
right. So you have 22 veterans a day, 84 men a week, maybe on average of this. That's the latest statistic that was shown. And 75% of all suicides are male,
Hmm.
right? So there's a discrepancy there. 8 out of 10 is what I basically said, right? Uh, but now people identify as
Well, and
fucking.
out of those eight, who knows? There's probably several that are veterans. Um,
Absolutely, there's
you know,
absolutely that, but there's like a
there's definitely
discrepancy.
some crossover for sure in like
Yeah,
the 50% of gay males and uh 8% of males in general and everything. So, I mean, you're talking 154 veterans a week, and there's probably some overlap between the veterans and the gay community and
hmm
stuff like that. Um, yeah, but the mental health piece is definitely not being taken care of. And it really doesn't matter whether you're black, white, Cuban, or Asian, gay, straight, or whatever. If mental health is on the docket, and let's face it, there's a ton of mental health issues in this
hmm
nation. If we're not taking care of mental health, then
What are we even doing?
yeah, and I think what I was saying with having kids go to these things, I think stuff like that impacts their mental health, dude. Because you take a freaking 8-year-old and they see that type of stuff, you know, who knows how that's going to impact an 8-year-old. I would like if I would have just seen that at 8, I would have been like, what
Oh, dude,
the fuck?
there's just so much, man. It's
Like
just,
I get people being like open and accepting, and that's
yeah, totally
fine.
fine. Yeah, totally
I'm
fine.
totally fine, and I'm like open and accepting. But why why put kids in a situation like that? Because to me, that's almost like sexual abuse. That's like goes
Well,
right along with like the whole trafficking thing that you and I are totally against, and touching kids that we're totally against.
yeah.
And you have a whole bunch of kids that are out there waving flags and in rainbow t-shirts staring at some dude's junk.
So at what point does it become the same as like, women and exposing their nipples, right? That's the fucking weirdest shit to me ever. Like breastfeeding is natural. If I take out my shirt, the only thing well, I mean, there's a duality to this, right? Women's breasts are sexualized. That's
In America.
yeah, in America.
I
But
mean,
you
you go
can't.
to
You,
Germany
you,
and there's orange juice ads with boobs. Like it's not a big deal.
yeah. Well, I mean, depends on the boobs.
Yeah. I mean, you got to take the good with the bad if you're going to, release the nipple. But
But that's the thing though. But I mean, it's very very much a slippery slope aspect, right? Um, where there's you have to, and this is something that I want to challenge everybody, and this actually goes back to the 5 burdens of being a man. Um, and this is item number 2 of protect you and yours. You have to draw a line of protection for yourself, right? Like, what are you willing to say I'm okay with and what I'm not? Because we still have freedom of speech and expression in this country.
right.
Unfortunately, right, people like to push the boundaries of it, or maybe fortunately, I guess it doesn't really matter either way. But like, you have to draw a line when your 8-year old or your 9-year old or fuck even your 14-year old with things, right? You have to draw your line, whether
Well,
it's with
so here's the comparison that I would make.
jumping
And I'm a grown ass fucking man. If I want to go to the strip club or the topless bar or whatever and see chicks dancing on poles
orange
that
juice
are
commercials.
right, uh, if I want to go and watch chicks, spin around a pole and throw dollars at them, I'm not taking my 8-year-old with me, right? So if
hmm
I'm going to the strip club and I'm gonna see boobs, and some chick do a dance. I'm going there by myself or with my buddies. Everybody's over 18. Everybody's over 21. I'm not taking my 8-year-old into that. And if you're a female and you're going to see the Thunder from Down Under, you're not taking your 8-year-old or your 14-year-old son or daughter with you.
Right. So
why is it okay to go and dance through the parade with freaking nothing on and have kids be there?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? That's my part. I like, dudes, chicks, go do your pride parade, all that shit.
Yeah.
Have fun. Make it so it's freaking PG,
Yeah, I mean,
I'll even give you a PG-13. Do some badass floats. Do some rainbow cakes. Do some freaking floats. Do that cool shit.
Don't do a rainbow float. Just give
I'm
them
just saying they've already taken the flag or the rainbow. So let them have it. They can have the rainbow.
Can you guys choose a different color? I like not all of them.
That's my peace treaty. It's my peace treaty. You keep the rainbow, make your shit PG-13 if the kids are going to be allowed to go there.
Right.
You know
and
what
my
I mean?
and my big rant is really like why is pride overshadowing men's mental health?
No,
it shouldn't be.
Especially
but it is.
If that community has a higher suicide rate than even veterans.
Yeah, and I'm looking at you right now, and I'm like, hey, dude, did you know that June is Men's Mental Health Month? And you're like, no, I had fucking no idea. In my mind, I would have thought
we've been talking mental health, men's mental health for 21 episodes now.
Oh yeah, hey, congratulations on 21.
Yeah, we just turned 21.
Woo.
But
drinking a drink for it. Cheers, motherfuckers. We're doing it right now. That whiskey is not bad. It's delicious.
Oh yeah. I was trying not to chew ice. I had to let it melt.
Good on you.
Yeah, some slipped through the little thing in my bearded Viking cup.
Oh, look at that. That jackass has an ugly face.
I know. So, hey, I had no fucking idea. We've been doing this for 21 episodes. And, I feel like we've been batting the ball back and forth pretty good about men's mental health. And now, all of a sudden, June is Men's Mental Health Month, too.
For whatever reason, I always thought it would be like November.
I didn't even know we fucking had one, dude.
No shave November? That's a man thing. Right. Ladies, nobody wants your fucking feet, your legs hairy. Don't do that.
No, gross.
Look, you guys you guys have accepted us.
Yeah.
And we have accepted you.
You know what?
You could have let it be hairy the whole time. We would never known better. But you guys did that to us.
Big razors started that shit in the 20s or something. So let's just keep it going.
Yeah.
Shaving legs and stuff.
Hardwood floors are my favorite.
Oh, that's fun.
Hey, fuck it, dude. If we make it past this episode and we don't get canceled, it's fine.
We're totally gonna get canceled.
Whatever, I don't give a fuck actually.
I feel like I made a fair point. If you take anything away from it, just use the strip club example.
Yeah, and if you are a fuck ass that takes your kid there, give me your kid, and I'll make sure that they grow up right.
No shit. You're gonna have a farm.
I mean, kind of.
I mean, you'll have to build bunk houses.
At your house?
No, it's not big enough.
Yeah, man, whatever.
I'll feed them. We'll figure it out.
Figure it out. It's fine. We'll split time. We'll split time.
Yeah. They'll learn some valuable shit in Montana and learn some shit here in Utah.
They'll learn how to play baseball at your house, and you'll have an entire baseball team.
Dude, discipline. Yeah, totally.
And then when they come up here, they'll learn hard work. It'd be perfect.
Yeah, just be a different kind of hard work.
Yeah, we could be I don't know, a Viking and an outlaw and split custody.
It's quickly turning into a work camp.
I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
But they get release time that where they could go ride horses and shit up
there. Yeah, they do whatever they want.
And down there they could something.
There's horses down here. We have horses too.
Yeah,
horses down the street.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, dude. Okay, so on the men's mental health thing, right? So obviously I'm pissed off about the fact that it's such a huge part of what we do and what we're focused on, that it's just overshadowed. It's just another fucking slap in the face for being a man, right?
Well,
It just
and
really is.
yeah, it is, and we've kind of talked about it a little bit too, but I saw a show today. I watched and it's total like I thought it was totally going to be a cheese dick show,
Oh,
but I watched all the seasons of it, right? And it was that show SEAL Team. It was on like one of the networks, and
there's a show called SEAL Team.
I think it's called SEAL Team. I
It's
mean,
total.
they
That's
have books
no
and
wonder you thought it was going to be a cheese dick show.
yeah, it's called SEAL Team.
Did they fucking pop smoke when they walked through the credits?
No,
By the way,
dude,
I love all my SEAL friends, but like,
it was actually a pretty well put together show. I mean, obviously,
was Charlie
um,
Sheen in it?
and no, because they didn't want the whole cast to get AIDS.
You know that Charlie Sheen was in Navy SEAL, right?
No,
Navy
yeah,
SEALs.
yeah,
Solid movie with
yeah.
I think was the body in that too? Was Jesse Ventura in it?
No, Ventura wasn't, but what's his name was? He went kind of crazy.
But that does not that okay.
Shit, he was in all those freaking 90s cop movies. Gary Busey. Wasn't Busey in
Oh,
it?
oh, I think Busey was. I
I
think he was.
swear Busey was in it.
Hold on. I got this. Well, you keep going on your thing.
Anyway, yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
think
Google some
he was in
shit.
all those movies except for like Predator. So it was a pretty good show, right? Um,
Mm-hmm.
some stuff was a little bit far out, but some of the stuff was pretty good. But with those shows, it's like if you make it too spot on, it's boring.
Oh
Um,
yeah. Is
if
it?
they showed all the hurry up and wait, then it would suck. But anyway, so they kind of wrapped it up into this neat little package, and it mainly like the last episode of last season basically talked about mental health,
Mm,
TBIs, like tinnitus. Like everybody was like, yeah, we all got our freaking cages rattled, and they were gonna like dismiss the one like the main character guy, and then everybody came in and had his back and was like, yeah, I have a TBI, I have tinnitus, like all the freaking teams that were like supposed to be in Virginia Beach or whatever,
mm-hmm.
um, all stepped up and said, yeah, we all have fucking issues, or like I have PTSD, and all that shit, and it was like their portrayal was of like active door kickers and shit like that, but now we have a bunch of us that were door kickers, some of us that weren't, that have all been diagnosed with, PTSD or tinnitus. And tinnitus is kind of a telltale sign of having a TBI. And, so there's like all these factors that go into it, especially with like veteran mental health.
Right.
And, and that's like for the ladies too. But there's also a ton of dudes out there, especially guys that are like blue collar guys, that have gotten their fucking bell rung.
Once, twice.
And yeah, and that shit is a TBI also.
Oh, I saw a TBI happen when I was in South Africa. I flicked a dude's eyeball, brought him
Yeah,
back to
you told me
life.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Please don't
sorry.
ever flick my eyeball, just let me go.
No, I'm gonna do it, and then I'm gonna lick it right when you wake up.
It's hot.
By the way, you were thinking of Michael Behan
Mm,
and Bill Paxton.
Paxton, that's who I was thinking of. Paxton, not Busey.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
Dude, Paxton was the shit.
Yeah, he was, dude. Fucking Twister was my favorite thing. My
Dude,
favorite
and they're
line in
coming out with
Twister.
another one.
That doesn't make sense. He can't come back. He
But
can't
Helen
come
Hunt's still there, bro.
back. Eh.
It's gonna be like Paxton's son or something.
Do not fucking copy Top Gun.
It's
Swear
gotta
to
be.
God.
Bro, it's the same script just with twisters.
Top Gun 3 came out recently, where they called it Top Gun 2 because you had Top Gun, and then you had Days of Thunder, and then you had
Oh,
Top Gun 2.
that's not the same. You stop.
Go fucking look at it. It's the same fucking
It's
thing.
not. You're
There's
wrong.
even a part where they're inverted.
They definitely get inverted.
They were super fucking inverted.
Well, so would you call Talladega Nights Top Gun 4?
No,
Or
no. Talladega Nights, if it's going to be anything similar to that, it'd be like Hot Shots Part 2.
I don't know, bro, because they were
Mm,
inverted in Talladega Nights,
bro.
and
No, man. They just took. I mean, he does reference Tom Cruise. Save me with your devil magic.
that was, yeah. See, that's in the trio or
Greatest
the.
generation, my ass. I don't know. No, man. It's the.
there's a kilo taped under the car with pure Colombian Bam Bam.
Bro, we got to get back to the. We got to recap
Yeah.
some of the men's mental health. I'm sorry.
We really
We're
fucking took a hard turn there.
we did. We took a hard left turn again
Yeah.
and again and again.
So many turns. Now we're back.
500 laps later.
Yeah. Wow.
Dude, all right, cool.
And
Hey,
we're back.
So one of the biggest things that we were talking about in this, and I think it hit so home with so many people. Like I had so many people reach out about it. It was the 5 burdens of being a man. Do you remember them?
Oh yeah, when you wrote or what did you do? You posted about it, and then yeah, there was a whole lot of feedback that came with that.
Dude, it was just crazy. It was crazy. I did a what Instagram, Facebook story. I did a story.
That's what it was. Yeah, it was like a story, and then people were commenting on it.
Yeah, like the what did you struggle with the most? It was weird because I posted the burdens of being a man, and a lot of ladies posted.
Well, you did questions.
Yeah,
You did. Yeah, you asked the questions.
Yeah,
That's
what
what
is?
it was
I
on
said,
Instagram.
yeah, and they responded. I said, what, the 5 burdens of being a man. I listed them, and I'm going to quiz you here in a minute. But
Didn't we already do this? Didn't we already do this?
no, we
This
did
quiz?
this.
This
We did
quiz?
this quiz offline. But
I
I'll just
know.
make sure you're in check.
Yeah, I picked up the bottom 3, dude. You did the top.
I just want to make sure you were good. No, you picked up. No, you had one that you were off on.
But I came back with the correction before you did.
I was waiting.
I did my 50%, fucker. Okay.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not mad about it, but
Okay.
I'm just gonna re-quiz you.
All right.
But we had such a crazy reach out on it, so I feel like they need to be like kind of like the cornerstone of like the growth. We've talked about a lot of fucking great shit on this show, and like we've kind of spitballed some shit. We're not fucking smart. We just talk about shit that matters to us.
No, I think we just kind of like, you strike out a lot. But
Yeah, 30%
I
of
think,
the time you're a fucking Hall of Famer. We're at 8%.
yeah, I think we knocked it out with that one, dude. For sure.
All right, so okay, I'm gonna put them in order. I'm not even really gonna quiz you, but I do have a solid question for you
Okay.
because you didn't answer it. So I'm gonna ask it. So for the listeners who don't follow us on the grams or the fucking face cracks and all the other things, here's the list again, a recap of the 5 burdens of being a man. And I don't know if this translates to being a woman because you know what? I'm not a woman and I have no idea what you guys even think about because I don't. I've tried. I have no understanding.
No clue.
No fucking clue. All right. So number 1, in order to be a man and be a man that's worth looking up to or respecting, you have to work harder than anyone else. Number 2, you have to protect yourself first, and those that you love and care about. You have to protect them. Protection is number 2.
Yeah, just being a protector.
Being a protector. Number 3, communicate. We fucking suck at it as dudes.
We're really bad at it.
Yeah, you got to learn to communicate with those that you care about. Number 4, you got to love the people. You got to tell people that you love them. You don't get a chance. You don't get a second chance to tell people. I have a good friend of mine. I found out today that he passed away. He was supposed to be in South Africa with us, and he couldn't find a babysitter, so he took his kids to Mexico. And when he was down there, something happened, and he went into a coma, and he has zero brainwaves. They medevaced him from Mexico, Cancun, up to Dallas, so his family could say goodbye. That happened 4 hours ago.
Damn.
Tell
That's heavy.
tell people you fucking love them. It doesn't matter. I tell my friends, all of them, across the board, I love them. Even Ryan, and he has a hard time fucking telling people he loves them. Even though he shows it, he fucking can't say it.
Yeah.
Finally is ownership. Number 5. This is something that we all do really well. We own the bad, but the unfortunate thing is we never own the good. And the people that own the good don't own the bad. We have to own both.
Yeah. I don't know. I think owning the bad is probably more important than the good, because I think if you're doing the good, people are gonna see that you're doing the good.
Right, but
I
you got to
think
tout it though to
I don't.
yourself, not externally. You've got to own it inside. Like
Oh yeah. I
know
mean,
that
I
you
think.
did good.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think most people know that they done good. Um, but yeah, just kind of like outwardly being like, "Suck it, bitches," like I'm the best.
I'm
Don't
super
be.
fucking humble. Look at me.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we
I,
don't want. We don't
I took
want.
a picture of me of fucking taking care of a homeless dude.
Yeah, I fucking did number 5.
Woo!
Suck it.
No, we don't want that.
Anyway, yeah,
I agree with that.
yeah.
So here's the quiz for you.
Is it a quiz or a question? I'm very confused.
It's a quiz.
Is this gonna be on the test?
Well, it's a quiz. So it's a test.
God, I didn't even have time to study.
I know this is here's the thing. All right, here first question. Which out of those 5 do you, the bougie one, struggle the most with?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth. I would say communication is probably the hardest one for me. Because I think, especially everybody in the crew, everybody kind of works their ass off. And, so I don't think work is an issue. Communication is, like, I think we're all very protectory, but communication is
A little
rough
bit.
because we're always miscommunicating or not communicating the whole picture, or some of us have been blown up more than others and think they said something and they didn't, or I think that I heard it a different way because I've been hit in the head a lot and it really was fucking meant a totally different way. Like, we're just fucking really bad at like communicating, but we're really good at picking up the pieces when we can't figure out what the fuck we're talking about to each other.
Yeah, I can see that.
So that's where number 5, the ownership, comes in, is because it's like, okay, I misunderstood that. That's on me. I fucked up. Okay, going back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
So,
I
yeah.
would say that you've gotten really, really good at that from my perspective. Because when we first started this whole fucking adventure that we're on, dude, it was all of the Chiefs in one fucking room.
Oh yeah, big time.
And it wasn't talking about like moving forward. It was just like, fuck you, we're battling. Let's go. I got a knife and I'm scalping bitches today.
Right. Exactly.
No offense, by the way, to those that do scalp people or don't, whatever.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna play fair here. I'm gonna go with the ones that I'm gonna answer my questions as well. I'm gonna play fair.
You're gonna answer your own questions?
I'm gonna answer mine. I think the number 3 is my hardest one too. Because I sit and I think that I'm saying the words appropriately. That I'm like, hey, in my mind, I'm saying A, B, C, D, and E. So what actually comes out of my face is A, C, and R.
Yes.
So, and I have struggled and struggled and struggled with that. That's number one part of it. Number two, for me is I think that I'm being concise, but I am not a concise human. I have no possibility of stating what's going on in a short sentence. I go the longest route possible,
What? No way.
right?
I think that sometimes you make me feel like I'm going crazy when C, D, E, and F come out of your mouth, and you think, 1, 2, and 3 came out.
Mhm.
And I'm like, I swear to God.
But you do the
But
same
then
thing. You do the same fucking thing. So it's an equal.
I'm just saying, like, I'm like, what the fuck did we just say? What happened?
So many times in conversations with everybody, I'm like, I'm pretty sure we're the same person. Very
Just
different, but the same person, like our
just
communication
wrapped up
style.
in different packages.
Yeah, dude. Like the communication style with inside the Bearded Viking and the Vikings Outlaw and Cowboys Cruise are the exact fucking same.
Bro, we're just all different flavors of an Otter Pop, bag.
Yeah, just super sweet. What one of these would you say you're the best at?
The best at?
Yeah, in your mind, what is the thing that are you're in?
Mm,
You're the fucking Michael Jordan because LeBron doesn't count as a human. Fuck that guy.
I would probably have to say like protecting, protecting. Like
Hmm.
y'all might not be safe for me all the time, but I'm nobody's gonna fucking touch anybody, you know.
Yeah,
Like I'm having backs, even when backs don't need to be had.
I know.
I'd say that's probably number one, is because I feel like I'm always looking after people.
Hmm.
So I would say that that's probably the one that I'm best at. Which one are you thinking that you're best at?
I don't I don't know how to do anything in my life without working harder than anybody else.
I
I
can
have
see that.
I have no fucking understanding of that. I'm not gifted. I
I
mean,
can
I
see
do
that.
have I have a fucking epic beard. That's about the gifted that I got.
I would, if I had to pick one for you, that's probably the one that I would pick for you.
Yeah.
I'd
You know,
probably pick number one. I'd probably say the work harder, or number four.
yeah.
I think
I
I
would
think you've I think you've gotten soft in your old age. I think you've learned how to love.
Oh man,
I
I'm a
think it's
sweetie.
it's a
I'm a
fucking
sweetie
love
pie.
fest. Yeah.
Uh, I would actually say for you the other. So I would actually say five is the thing that you're the best at. Um, and then number four. And here's the thing, right? We're in a crew full of people who are literally fucking so violent we're gentle, which
Just a
we
bunch
talked
of
about.
just a bunch of gangsters.
Yeah, I mean the whole fucking premise of Vikings, Outlaws, and Cowboys is that we're fucking men doing men shit. Like you fucking muscle car the shit out of things. I fucking do the weird shit that I fucking do all the time, hunting and fishing and shooting and fucking owning a falcon and beekeeping and making bows, whatever. Right? And then you got like Bond who is fucking full of grace, but also full of like fucking terror. Have you seen that guy's fucking biceps? It's fucking terrifying.
He's very analytical too.
Yeah,
He
cerebral. Him and
well, he
fucking
can
Ryan.
be super subjective. But see, Ryan is paralysis by analysis. Bond asks the questions you didn't ask yourself that he asked himself, even though he was just as pissed off as you were in the situation.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Like he has the ability to like out of body fucking look at the whole fucking situation and then go back to
Yeah, it's fucking weird. I mean, but like overall, dude, like the crew is very, very protective, and I think that you fall in line with the rest of us equally, right? We're all equal, but I feel like your ownership and your now like it's been fucking this crazy character arc for you. I feel like we're in the middle of a
Character
dead
arc.
yeah, it's like we're in the middle of a fucking Deadpool movie and we're fucking breaking the fourth wall, but like
The
you were
fourth
like
wall.
yeah, you're
Just
like
gonna
fuck,
fucking
I'm
punch
so
through.
hard. Yeah. Uh, uh, uh.
Ah.
But you know, like there was this moment where like you completely in the words of Team America, Valmorphinized.
I
Right?
wish freedom still cost a $1.05.
Bucko 5 would be fucking great right now.
Dude.
Um, but like you completely changed. You evolved into the fact that you actually drive the majority of the mental health conversations now with me and with a lot of people. And I didn't think that that was going to happen, but you did. And I think it's not because I think it's because you actually truly do love and care about people. Man, you didn't have a way to show it before.
Oh,
And
just
then
don't
you,
tell them.
yeah, well, you didn't. No, you
No, I
didn't.
mean, just don't tell them. I don't want them to know.
Everybody knows.
I don't think they do.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Just don't tell them.
Whatever, dude.
It's easier that way.
The other thing is, I think, is the ownership aspect of things. Because like you called out a minute ago, I mean, I think ownership is my second thing that I'm really good at because I fucking fail all the time. I have no problem failing. I actually prefer to fail like 57 times in a row. So that
So
way
you
when I
know what
finally
not to
get
do
it,
the
yeah,
next
like,
time?
you know, it's like, how did you invent the fucking light bulb? Well, I know, 2,198 ways to not invent a light bulb.
Dude, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
We
if you
know
look at, yeah, if you look
we
at the
know
meat,
every way not to build a meadery.
oh, fuck, man.
If you're building like a brewery, a fucking distillery, or a meadery, hit us up. We'll tell you how not to do it.
Yeah, we will also tell you exactly how not to, you know, get in, like do things the appropriate way so you get in trouble. Fucking right off the
Yeah,
get.
yeah.
Like
No,
we'll tell you exactly what lawyer to hire too.
God.
That's super good, super great.
Yeah.
Anyway, so beside the
I
point though,
hope that guy gets a flat tire between Bozeman and Billings.
I was just thinking between Palm Springs and San Diego, but
No, because
I mean,
there's a lot of nice people in that area that are gonna stop
there's.
and help him.
Did you hear the area that I said? Palm Springs. There's some way more nice people up here.
Yeah, that's true.
Way more nice
Once
people.
once you get out of Palm Springs, it's pretty dangerous.
Yeah, mostly. I mean, there's like whole like what Skull Valley, whatever. Anyway, fuck those people. Whatever.
Anyway, and we're back.
Yeah. So, all right. Final question on this, and then I wanted to jump into some fucking paranormal shit because we've been on conspiracy theory lane for a fucking minute, and then we
Have
want
we
to talk
though?
about new shit.
We
Kind
were
of, yeah.
talking about giants a lot though.
Yeah, but then we also talked about conspiracy theories, and the kind of all links together. I sent you a bunch of shit. I'm sure you didn't watch, but it's fine. Whatever.
I watched a lot of it actually.
I'm proud of you. Thank you.
I feel like you don't give me enough credit. Damn it. I'm just joking. Anyway, so what's the
Okay.
last thing?
All
What's
right.
the last
Last
thing you
one.
want to do?
Okay. Rank these in order from 1 to 5 of thing of in your burdens of men in your order 1 to 5. This is already ranked in my order.
I mean, I guess I can really go in any order, right?
Yeah,
For anybody.
they're the 5 burdens. Like they're not in order, but I ranked them in order. I've already put them in order. I set them in order in from my perspective, but from your perspective, 1 to 5, prioritize these bitches.
I would have to say ownership, work hard, protect, love and communicate.
Which also kind of reflects what you're what you're best at.
I think that I
Ironic,
like
right?
well, you always gave me shit about like not wanting to own shit. but I feel like it was mostly just you giving me shit because throughout the Marine Corps, I've always had to fucking eat crow or own shit if you fuck up. And at a very young age, we were all put in charge of other people and their lives.
And stupid amounts of responsibility for no reason for a 20-year-old.
Right. Well, for me, it was, both my NCOICs left on emergency leave. And then all of a sudden I was NCOIC as a freaking 19-year-old.
Fucking awesome.
No, is that a Lance Corporal?
Oh, shit. Look at you. Bougie ass one. This is
Yeah.
where the bouginess comes from, by the way, folks.
11 lives. Anyway. So I was always owning shit. Because if I fucked up or somebody else fucked up, it was my fuck up. Right? And I think that's a art that's been lost is now
Yeah.
everybody's ready to point the finger. And even if the boss sees one of their people fucking up, they always point the finger instead of just saying that shit's on me.
Yep.
And then fixing the problem within.
I agree.
And one of my biggest pet peeves with the, working for the federal government is you will not believe how many fucking veterans have completely lost their fucking ethos and have no fucking ownership and are just not good human beings. And that drives me nuts. Like I'm dried up by the end of the day sometimes because people just will not take ownership of anything because there's always somebody to pass the buck.
100% understand that because I do talk to you every fucking day.
Yeah, and
every day. I get it. I see it in you.
There's totally those days where you're like, what's wrong with you? I was like, dude, I ain't got nothing left. Just
right. I mean, we've had meetups where I've called meetups and you've called meetups, and I'm like, well, let's just fucking drink then. Like,
yeah, let's just sit here and drink, and if we talk, we talk. If not, we just get fucking drunk and go to bed.
Right, which we never don't talk. We've had the best conversations drunk, by the way.
Yeah, the best conversations that we'll never remember.
Except for we keep remember them.
Yeah, it's they come back to us like on the podcast. Like, oh shit, I remember that.
Yeah, for 100%. All right, cool. So for the listeners, y'all, I want you guys to remember this real quick. So before we jump into paranormal, we're trying to keep the breakdown here a little bit more even, right? But I want you guys to all know, like, our goal for this men's mental health stuff is to drive pieces forward. And maybe one day this shit will make sense to everybody because we're spitballing as we go. But the feedback y'all are giving us is imperative to moving forward and building a community.
Yeah, and where we go. And and if we, if we need to circle back out of like paranormal or conspiracy stuff and circle into something else, if you want to hear our opinions on some other shit, fucking let us know. We'll tell you.
Yeah,
we're not short on opinions.
No.
Or bullshit.
Yeah, we'll do all of that. I will give you my opinion and then I'll listen to your bullshit.
Yeah, let's fucking do it.
Yeah, I'm in. If you guys ever want that, I do have a lot of listeners that are like, "Hey, you guys want to ever like let me on the podcast?" Listen, here's the thing about the podcast. It's fucking weird being on a podcast. Super weird. So fucking super weird. It'll make you a better communicator.
Yeah, found that out. Maybe it just worked for us. Maybe that's not like a across the board thing.
Ryan's gotten better.
Ryan has gotten better. That's true.
Yeah, no, it'll make you a better communicator. I'm standing by it.
3 out of 3. 3 out of 3 dudes say that it'll make you a better communicator.
The boat's only been on once, so on his next one, when he's sober, when he starts, we're in. We'll see.
Right.
We'll see. It's like the first podcast, we had no idea. We were talking over each other.
Yeah.
We weren't seeing the cues.
There was no cues.
Yeah, no. I think we had like a hand signals and we fucking forgot them halfway through.
Yeah.
We got drunk and it was like, fuck it, whatever.
Signal, yeah. Stupid.
Fucking smart.
Anyway, it's all right. We're 21 now. We're old enough to drink.
It's super fucking weird. 21, started in December. It was 6 months in.
Boom.
Yeah. All right. Before we get the paranormal, go buy a fucking t-shirt.
Yeah.
Hashtag y'all said.
Yeah. And not just hashtag, just Jarl said. Is the
Hash
code.
brown. Hash brown, y'all said.
Don't put the hash brown in it though. You're confusing people. Just Jarl said is the code. And it's good until the 26th. So
Why
you
is it
still have
26th?
time.
Why is it 26th? What'd you use that day?
Why is it 26th?
Yeah.
Why not the 26th?
Why not Freedom Weekend?
Because maybe we'll do another promotion then.
Okay, that's fine. Whatever. I'm just asking the question.
I think my anniversary is the 26th, actually. That was a total accident. So you guys have 2.5 weeks. Look, 25% off. Let's fucking go. Buy some shit.
Yeah. Do it. Do it. We got new swag coming out. You'll
All
love
new
it.
stuff.
The new Vok shirt is my fucking favorite shirt in the whole world. I can't wait for it. I can't fucking wait. And it's bright orange. It fucking lets everybody know. It's fucking dope. I did make one minor tweak on that shirt. You'll see it when it comes out. It is executive decision on that shirt. You're gonna love it. I promise you will. All right. Moving on. It's time for the paranormal.
Dun, dun, dun.
By the way, mad props to the boat for fucking doing the last editing on that. I relinquished the crown of editing because I don't have fucking time anymore. Because being a CEO is fucking busy. Really busy.
No way.
Fucking stupid. So I stopped doing editing. So now it's actually done. Looks amazing. 1,000 times better than I did. And you just kind of snapped at it. It's weird what happens when you do that for a living. Anyway, so mad props to the boat. Thank you for doing all that. We appreciate you, Rudy. It's the giant wrap up. See what I did there?
One?
The giant one.
Is it like this big?
I know
Or
it's
is it
super
like-
big. It's super
It's
big.
big.
It's
big.
like dog dick big.
Oh, I don't know.
Zebra dick big.
Zebras have big dicks? It's like a horse dick.
It's a donkey dick.
It's a donkey dick. Yeah, I can see that.
It's
All right.
zebra. A zebra's like it's the closest thing in the wild to a horse. It's not a horse.
It's not closer to being a donkey?
No. Interesting, right?
Or the burro?
No. I don't know how to do that.
Or the perro? Anyway.
Okay.
The dog? Anyway.
So we were talking about giants being smart or being dumb. Last time we were talking. I sent a bunch of fucking information to you, and I actually have a different conclusion than both of those options.
What? Are you saying that some are smart and some are dumb?
I am saying that giants are much like animals in the wild, like gorillas or dolphins, and we don't understand how they communicate, so they're smart in their own way. Dolphins fuck for fun. Gorillas fuck for fun.
They also eat jellyfish to get high.
They also rape other dolphins.
Yeah, I mean dolphins are pretty smart. Like not because of like rape, but they're like
Thanks for clarifying. Thanks for clarifying.
That was a really bad segue.
Yes, super terrible.
Definitely don't understand how to do this still.
To fucking drink more alcohol. Thank you.
My timing is epic. Anyway.
Thank you, Raping Dolphin.
Thank you, Raping Dolphin. This segment is brought to you by Raping Dolphins. They also hunt women too. I hear it's very scary to go in the water when you're menstruating because not only are you attracting bears, but you're attracting dolphins.
Do bears go in the water when you're menstruating?
I don't know. I just heard don't go in the wild when you're menstruating.
I menstruate all the time.
Dude, my knees are so sore. I'm pretty sure because it's like 4 days of like bending down to like in the catcher's position.
Mm-hmm.
So the kids can throw.
you wore the round-toed cowboy boots and not the square toes.
No, it's always a square. I never roll an ankle. Never.
I mean, if
I'm in it
you
till the
don't
end,
have proper ankle support, your knees are fucked.
right, but you gotta have a straight back too. Maybe that's why I'm so crampy. I swear to God, like waking up in the middle of the night with like a rib cramp. Anyway, yeah, dolphins are supposed to be like some of the smartest animals on the planet. Like some scientists have said that they're smarter than us
That makes
because their
sense.
brains are like relatively the same size as ours, and their
Oh,
communication level is a lot higher, and
their
they found
communication
different
level is number
dialects.
one. The burden of dolphins.
The
It's
burden
number
of
one.
dolphins, yes.
Number one
And,
communication.
I see what you did there. But they've actually found different dialects in different pods of dolphins and orcas.
Did you know, by the way, speaking of orcas,
Organs?
orcan men.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway,
the Frey guy.
speaking of orcas, did you know that recently there is a pod of orcas that has learned to attack and sink boats?
What?
Yeah, they believe that the orca pod leader, whatever that fucking means, I don't know what the actual terminology is, actually was attacked by humans, and now he has formed. This is literally a fucking like
This
almost
is
a
like,
line out of fucking not
yeah,
Step Brothers, but the other guys. This is
yeah.
literally like they have
It's like
formed a
tuna
way,
to
tuna,
like
where they
come up on land, and now they have a
maybe
taste for lion.
minute five,
I don't know.
I don't know. But like these orcas are literally attacking fucking smaller
Dude, I feel
fishing
like
vessels.
this and the giraffe thing, somebody told you in South Africa, and you
Oh
just
man,
hook, line, and sinker, just stupid American.
I googled this one actually. Uh, the lady actually did, and when the lady looks at things up, she does all the research. So the
Hmm.
lady looked this one up, and she said, she's like, "Did you know there's orcas out there fucking just murdering fucking ship captains and shit?" And I was like, "No fucking way." Then also when we were down there, we were on this like obviously with the biologist, so it's like a biology crew that takes you out when you're shark diving. Anyway, so these like there's a like traveling orcas, the nomadic orcas is what they're called. So they don't stay in like an area; they just consistently move all over the world.
I thought they always like migrated and stuff.
No, like so they typical orcas will have a migration path. They go back and forth, like going to
Right,
work, coming home, right?
right.
So those aren't considered nomadic. There's nomadic orcas which hunt in packs of like or pods of 4 to 7, and they don't ever take the same path. They're like the Hells
Yeah.
Angels.
Oh,
They
okay.
just fuck things
Like
up.
outlaw dolphins
Right. So they
or
roll up
orcas.
orcas. So where we were at is where they actually do all of the filming for like Shark Week for all the great white shit.
Oh yeah.
Like we were super we missed the largest great white they'd seen in the area by 1 day. And that great white was 10.5 meters.
That's a lot of meters.
That is fucking
For
30,
reference, I'm
38
roughly
feet.
I'm roughly 4 meters high.
1.5 meters high.
What?
A meter is three.
No, I'm two. Yeah, meter and a half. Meter and a half. That's what it is.
Yeah, 1.5. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like 38 feet long.
That's insane.
Yeah. It's like the largest one they ever saw. And I was like, holy fuck, dude.
Did you see the like? So we're totally not talking about giants. We're talking
Yeah.
about giants
Giant.
of the deep.
Fucking giant megalodon.
Dude, so that was what I was going to talk about. There's I saw this fucking video on Instagram, and this guy was like, "Oh, look, it's a shadow of a shark." And it was taken by a satellite. And then
Mm-hmm.
like if you zoom in on it and like do like the multiplication and the science of how far the fucking thing was above the earth versus how big the fucking shadow was, it was
Mm-hmm.
like a 55-foot or 60-foot shark
That's
in the
fucking
water.
ridiculous.
That's fucking Megalodon, dude. It's
Eh,
out there.
oh, for sure it is. I
Like
want to
it's
finish this.
now got a
I got.
taste for shark and
I
orca.
gotta finish. I gotta finish this. I gotta finish this up because you gotta
Oh,
fucking
are
know
you?
this.
Okay.
I gotta finish this up. Like I told you earlier, I'm not good at communication, right? Ranting, whatever. So here you go. So we're sitting there, and they're like, so we had a nomadic pod of orcas come through, and I was like, oh shit, that's a real thing. And then this, like the biology crew sat down and they were like, so orcas will come through and they will kill every great white they see, and they only eat the livers. And I was like, how the fuck does like an orca that has no arms, no appendages to be like, I'm gonna fucking do this, just eat the liver? So what they do is they will ram the fucking great white, like plain fucking gay chicken, and smash into the great white head on, while another orca fucking smacks it with its fucking tail fin and completely discombobulates it. Well, then it will roll over on its back, and the orcas
Put
will
him to
literally,
sleep.
yeah, basically, and they'll just bite where the liver is and eat the liver because the liver has the fats that the orcas that are nomadic orcas need. Because like the 9 to 5 orcas, they get their fucking um their their fats that they need to survive off the salmon population and the tuna population. And if you're nomadic, you get them where you can get them.
Right. That's pretty crazy. I've heard of orcas picking on sharks and rolling them over and doing shit like that. But
Dang,
it's pretty wild.
you and I should probably never go on about where there's orcas around because they're gonna get a lot of fat.
Like how big
Gristle.
of boat?
I don't know, whatever size boat I was on, bigger than yours.
Well, I mean, I'm not taking my boat in the ocean anytime soon.
Just to let you know.
I swear to God, if there's orcas in lakes here now, I'm gonna fucking lose my shit. Especially if they're pneumatic orcas that flip boats over.
Yeah, dude, you gotta go like when you're done with the podcast tonight, go fucking Google that shit. It's fucking terrifying. Like I'll be
So
honest,
like the days of like Free Willy are over then.
dude,
So they're like the whales are not nice
yeah,
anymore.
here's the fucking problem. Okay? Free Willy escaped SeaWorld. Okay? And
No,
he
no, no, no.
fucking
They
and
they let him go, bro.
okay, whatever, dude. He escaped.
No,
He
dude,
got out.
I saw the whole thing on the news.
Just because fucking Dachau happened and they finally let people out at the end doesn't mean that Dachau didn't still happen.
I mean, I mean, it was on the news, but
I mean,
I
you know what I'm
mean,
saying? Like if you're in Dachau, you fucking leave and you
you're gonna have
rig
to tell people what Dachau.
oh yeah, or Auschwitz.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like you're gonna have to
Hey, it's
like
German.
people just.
If you're a German prison camp, a Nazi German prison camp, as a Jew, and you fucking leave, and you're like fucking barely alive, and then all of a sudden like you gain weight and everything else, for the rest of your life, you're killing fucking Nazis,
Oh
guaranteed.
yeah. So and he actually came back too because he
Willie,
wasn't making. Yeah, because his name was Keiko.
cacao.
Cacao. But he actually came back more than once because he wasn't doing so hot. And
Yeah, that's
he was having issues.
Stockholm syndrome.
I mean, it was yeah, that could have been. I mean, he's an orca. They're pretty fucking smart.
Really fucking smart.
Yeah.
So he was probably just gathering intel so that way he could go. He's now got a fucking taste for
Oh, he definitely
human.
has a taste for humans. Yeah.
For real, right? And so then he was like, trying to create like breathing apparatus from kelp
From kelp. Yeah.
to come on shore a buck oh
Yeah.
five,
Yeah. Maybe a minute. Maybe
May-
two.
maybe two. We don't know.
Yeah. I hope people understand what we're fucking saying.
If you don't fucking follow us anymore.
Oh
Jesus
god.
Christ, it's one of the
That's
best movies
bad.
ever. It's one of the best movies
Definitely.
ever. So, all right,
Oh, dude, he died in 2003.
that's like right after the movie happened.
No, the fucking movie came out like 90 something.
Bro, between like 96 and 2003, it's all the same year to me.
Yeah, fair enough. He was Icelandic. He was a Viking whale.
No wonder he died. He got stuck in fucking California.
Well, he got stuck in Mexico first.
Same. I'm not really quite sure how those are different.
I mean, California was decent then.
No.
I mean, not like South Central, but
San Diego is good. Everything else sucked. I'm a Niners fan and I fucking know that California sucks.
he was only 27. Poor whale.
I don't know what that means. Like, you have dog years, you have cat years, you have fucking human years. What the fuck
Pretty
does
sure
that mean?
I'm pretty sure these fuckers lived for like a long time.
Yeah, I don't know. It's fucking weird.
He only lived 5 years after he was released.
How the fuck do they know how old he was? They were like, oh, let me just do a tail sample.
They had like trackers and shit on him, and he had like that bent over thing. Remember?
Yeah,
Said
yeah.
he never reintegrated with orcas. He had freedom and had his basic survival needs met. That's it. He died fucking 5 years later, lonely, dude.
Yeah, fucking humans, man.
Yeah, I saw him shit in a tank when I was a little kid.
That's really neat.
I've never seen whale shit till then.
Hmm.
Yeah. Anyway.
It's a lot.
This
seems heavy.
really took a turn. We got out of the
Seems
giant
heavy.
thing really
I
fast.
mean, it's
We
fine.
put a fucking bow on that shit.
Well, I mean, like, the real question is, are giants real? Yes or no? You don't get a fucking Ryan your way out of this.
No, I've said that they're real. They're definitely real.
Are they
But
dumb or do they communicate on a different level?
no, I definitely don't think they communicate on a different level. I think they speak different languages. I think the languages they were speaking, for instance, in Afghanistan was probably Aramaic, and we don't understand Aramaic because nobody spoke it in fucking 3,000 years or 2,500 years.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're gonna say they have a different way of communicating and you count different languages as a different way of communicating, then yes, you're right. But if you're talking about like telepathically, telephonically, fuck no.
No, I'm not. I wouldn't. I never said that. I would never.
No,
I was never. Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I just mean like if you're saying like, I mean, obviously they don't speak English. I mean, all of them, but I think that they are definitely. There's probably some that are left over from the biblical times.
I agree with that. I 3 questions. Rapid fire session. Go.
Okay.
Ready? Are you ready? I'm gonna ask 3, then
let's
you ask
fucking
me
go.
3. Okay.
Okay.
So there's
All right.
back and forth segment. All right. So number 1, do you think that they're dumb?
I don't think they're necessarily dumb. I think they're probably medium. They probably have that median IQ
Mm-hmm.
across the board. I don't think they're dumb. I don't think they're stupid. But I do think that they are endowed with more killing and ways to kill, because that's probably in their culture
Mm-hmm.
than
Well,
any
Hulk
other.
smash. Hulk smash.
Yeah. Kind of
Totally.
what I'm thinking. For
Okay.
you,
Go.
where do you think the largest concentration of them is?
I think that the largest concentration of them is still in Nevada, below ground. And the reason why is because there's like literally fucking documentation over and over and over again. Or I wouldn't even say Nevada, I'd probably say North America. Over and over and over again across the board, you have all of these fucking stories from the Native Americans about how they forced them underground.
Giants or Bigfoot?
Giants. 100% giants. Bigfoot is different.
So you are on the belief that Bigfoot is different now.
Well, I was just wondering if Bigfoot is, a crossbreed. That was an open question.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's all that was.
I wasn't sure if that was an opinion or not.
No. They're different species. But I don't, you can have a liger. That's a different species than a fucking
still a cat.
A lion and a tiger. No,
still a cat.
Still different species though.
Still got stripes, bro.
Bro, different species.
Yeah. But you can't go from looking like this.
To looking like.
No, that doesn't even work because your arms are no hair. Your head has no hair.
My head has hair. It's got a peninsula.
You have no hair on your calves. To just look full
No.
wolf man.
I have hair on my calves. It's
Pulling out. I want to see it.
I'm not gonna do that. I can't. I'm not flexible. What's wrong with you? Let me just bend that bitch up here in my fucking view.
You thought about it for a second. You're like, that's gonna hurt. I don't want it.
I don't bend anymore. Next one. Ready? Question 2. Okay. Are there benevolent giants?
I think there's probably at least a handful of them that are probably level-headed enough to know that, you know, the whole good and evil, good and bad thing. But I do think that the majority is probably malevolent.
Yeah.
Because I feel like
they hungry.
I think that they're very, very geared in their creation towards killing everything, killing everybody, and they're probably really, really fucking upset, especially because for the most part we own their ass.
Cool.
How long do you think the average age is?
I think the average age is the same age in which the quote unquote Moses or Thor died. I think it's thousands of years.
Wasn't Moses like 300?
No, he's like 950 or something like that. I don't know. Thor was like fucking super old and still is going unless we hit Ragnarok and we don't know. But whatever. I think that it's like the short end of the stick is probably like 400, 500. The long end is like 2,000, 3,000.
Okay.
If they're speaking Aramaic, that's 2,000 years ago.
Right. So I would disagree that they're in the hundreds, and I would say that they're in the thousands or tens of thousands, because, and we're heavily misinformed nowadays. I will say that.
Weird.
But I don't think
There's no such thing as a misinformation campaign. What the fuck are you talking about?
think that there's as many fallen angels banging women anymore, because they all come out dudes and mom dies. And if there was still a whole bunch of giants being made by the fallen or, whatever, then I think we'd know that there was a whole lot more Nephilim that were happening.
Possibly. I think that'd be a reality, bro. Well, I don't know, because like I feel like I don't know if they have any connection to let's say like the MIB, right? And there's some sort of like connection to the MIB. That means that MIB has made some sort of pact with them as much as they have with aliens, and there's some sort of fucking like weird truce thing that's gone on. That means that they have the ability to transdimensionally shift now. Not because they created
I don't
it.
think they're that advanced.
No. Not because they created it, but because they're part of the MIB pact.
Right, but I still have a hard time believing that has anything to do with giants or.
I don't think so, because like if you look at the one that happened in Jasper National Forest just recently with all the fucking all the fucking Secret Service shit that rolled up. Like
That's the thing, is I think that's more like CIA Secret Service type shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, man. We're so fucking far removed. Like speculation is like the best thing, right? Like you can't. The problem with what we're talking
can't go
about,
wrong with speculating.
Yeah, like fuck it, man. Like it's plausible in the words of Ryan.
Yeah, I think that, especially if you take stories like Giants of Kandahar and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're using spears, they're using shields, stuff like that. Weapons of, ages past. Wearing sandals, things like that. That's the way they were described. I
Yeah.
mean, you're not hearing about a giant wearing a suit and tie and carrying a fucking 10-foot Glock.
How much
You
of
know?
that do you think is because they were forced underground, they're solitary, and when they finally fucking emerge, it's like that dude that emerged in Okinawa, um, and didn't even fucking know that the war had passed fucking 40 years later.
Yeah,
You know?
that guy definitely had mental issues.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like he was alone for fucking all that time. And don't get me wrong, like hundreds of years or even thousands of years for a giant might be a fucking blink of an eye, but loneliness is still loneliness, right? So if you've been fucking everything around you's been eradicated, then you lose your sense of fucking ability to grow and cope.
Yeah, I I could see that too, but you have to think about a culture that's been totally untouched too, kind of like the culture that lives out on the island. I forget what they're called, but every time somebody tries to go there, they get fucking speared and shit like that, you know?
I want to go there with a gun.
Yeah, I think it's super illegal to shoot one. Like, I don't think
But
they
they
have
can
hunting
spare,
licenses yet.
they can spare you.
Well, you're not supposed to go to the island, but every once in a while, like some crazy missionary will get in their head that they're gonna like drive their boat
Fucking
up on shore and convert the whole tribe.
sounds like Hobbit Town.
I mean, those fuckers were throwing spears at like helos and shit, thinking that they were gonna spear chuck a helo down.
Hmm.
I forget what the tribe's name is, but I feel like it's like off the coast of Australia or something. But it's like one of the last like untouched civilizations.
Well, okay, so there's a duality to that, but I don't want to sidetrack you. We were in a good conversation. Let's continue, sir.
Okay. Yes.
Um, all right, so next question. With giants, and I had a fucking awesome question. I didn't interrupt because I wanted to make sure that you got your point across. And I should have interrupted because it was a fucking epic question, but
Should have interrupted.
I know I should have, but I was communicating better. I was sticking to A, B, C, and D, not R. All right, so with giants and the process and everything else that we've kind of learned and what we've gone down, all these crazy rabbit holes and whatnot, do you think that giants are basically on the extinction list?
Oh yeah, dude, they have to be.
Well,
I don't think
the,
there's many of them. That's
the
for
reason why
sure.
I asked that because you believe about the inner Earth being open. So
Okay.
are we don't know what's in there if that theory is relevant, right? If it's real. Um, so I'm asking the question to you as um if there's like an entire populace inside of the Earth. Now, let me paint a picture for you real quick. Let's say hypothetically that all of the things we're talking about are the majority of them are real. There's transdimensional beings. Sasquatch kind of fucking comes and goes. There's aliens that have negotiated with man and like they get to abduct us. There's reptilians that live in the fucking middle of the earth, but there's also fucking giants and there's also like MIB and there's all of these things. And Antarctica is really basically a giant ice wall that goes around the entire earth. And the earth isn't fucking what we think it is. And so on and so forth, right? So if that's the case, like the picture is this, like you get into the inner earth or you get past Antarctica and maybe where we're at is where all the outcasts live, like Australia used to be. And maybe there are giants in suit and ties on the other side, and maybe there's an entire fucking culture of things that are living over there that are all not us, and we're just the fucking amoeba that grows it.
I'm gonna say no because in my eyes, I think they were a total accident or a total like rebellion the way they were created in the first place.
Well, I mean, stories are stories,
And
and there's truth to a lot of stories, right? So yeah, I can see
so
that.
I would say that it's it's not a race because there is no other way to propagate that race unless it is like one of the fallen that does it.
Right.
Because
If the
eh,
fall, okay, so there's a duality of the fallen statement. So angels or some sort of, let's say, uh,
spiritual being,
extra or ET.
yeah.
Could
Well,
be any of those things for the
either way,
anybody.
it was still a rebellion per se, a rebellion that was quelled. And so I'd say that the ones that are here are the only ones that are left. There's not new ones being made. And if there is races and things like that outside of the ice wall or in a different part of the galaxy, then it's probably different races of beings that know how to multiply or that can multiply. Whether that be their race can have one person that can do it and replicate and lay an egg or whatever,
Okay, B.
or whether there's a male and a female, a freaking, male end and a female end,
That makes sense.
a screw and a bolt.
So when we put together the agenda, I didn't realize we were just gonna fucking ramble on about fucking fun shit the entire time and like not be super serious all the time.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to just wrap this one up, huh?
I think so, man. We don't know what we're gonna talk about paranormal next time. So if you
We'll
have
get there.
ideas, send them in. But I think it's time. I think it is time, sir.
It is time.
And I don't want to do like a hard cut on that, but like we just don't know. I think giants, we've talked a lot about them. There's a lot of different theories. Obviously, we have differing views on different aspects of it. And it's totally cool
Talked about
because
whales
we did talk about whales. We talked about fucking killer whales or orcas,
or
and
dolphins,
we raping dolphins.
raping dolphins. That was a hot topic.
Yeah, super awesome segue. I hope that you
Yeah.
continue your awkwardness for the rest of
Yeah,
my
I mean,
entire existence. That was a
my
fucking
timing is spot on.
on point. This is what happens when you're not when you don't sharpen your fucking sword.
Yeah, I haven't had a sharp crayon in a long time, so
Yeah. And we got a good I feel like the men's mental health conversation was pretty awesome tonight talking about that. I mean, I feel like those are the five pillars from my perspective of what men should focus on. And if you have another pillar that you want to add into it or you think that we should into it, just fucking chime in. But you actually have to fucking let us know.
yeah, you have to say something fresh.
Yeah. Fresh. I like that. It's
Say something
fucking
fresh.
so fresh and so clean,
Say
clean.
something fresh. Let's do it.
Uh we have to do a shout out for a minute because we've been
What?
doing shit. So I want to do some shout outs.
What shout out?
I want to shout out to Martin Antonio.
That guy's cool. I
He's
like him.
pretty he's
Did you
pretty
hear his new song?
No man, I've been in Africa, bro. All
Bro,
I heard was the rains down in Africa. I was listening to Toto the whole time.
doesn't it rain down in Africa? It
Oh,
seems like
it
there's like
rained
no
fucking
rain.
no man, it rained for fucking 4 days down there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, there was lots of
Well,
it too.
at least they're not gonna be thirsty. Yeah, he has a new song, dude. I posted it last night. I reposted it. Should I say?
You reshared it. Send it to me. Just text it to me.
I-
Not in the thread. Just fucking text it to me.
Uh,
Stop being a
okay.
bitch. Just fucking do it.
Yeah, it's super good though. Super good.
So he is a badass. And just as an FYI, he may or may not be writing a theme song for Vikings, Outlaws, and Cowboys.
Sounds awesome.
So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Also, shout out to Michael Summers. Now, if you haven't listened to us all the way through and you're
He
here,
released his new song too.
yeah, I saw that one. I haven't
Did
listened
you?
to it yet. Yeah, I saw that one. So,
He's a badass
you know, the
too.
algorithms of your Facebook, you need to really.
I don't even post it on Facebook. I did it on Instagram. You should be proud.
Was it Insta?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm
Super
proud
bad
of
with
you.
the social media people.
Unirregardlessly, I'm proud of you because you
Yeah.
posted your own thing. And by the way,
The
you
golf
did your
post? Golf post.
yeah, the hat was ugly as shit, but the rest of it was good.
It's
Yeah.
a Paul Coffin hat.
I stated my piece, and I've counted
You're
to
a
3.
monster. It's big velvet.
It did not look velvet. It looked shit.
You're a monster.
That's fine. So Michael Summers, huge shout out to that guy. He's fucking awesome, and he is writing a theme song for the Bearded Viking.
For the outro?
No, for the Bearded Viking.
Oh, for the Bearded Viking, for the company.
Yeah,
So
the one that pays for it.
We're gonna have a Vok and a Bearded Viking song.
Yeah, that way
That's
we can
exciting.
do. I'm super stoked, fucking jazzed about it.
Can we just put it on loop in the meadery, kind of like Christmas music? Then it'll just be Michael Summers all day long.
No, fuck off. I'm not doing that. I
Yeah.
have to. I'm the one who's working there.
I'm gonna do it. I show up. Connect my Bluetooth.
Stop it. Huge shout out to the Bearded Viking, by the way.
Fuck those guys.
Those guys are dicks, but they pay for all this stuff.
Sometimes.
So, I mean, they take out loans to pay for the shit. Some of them more than others.
Yeah.
But irregardlessly, write that down. The Bearded Viking takes care of this. It's actually the thing that brings us together more than not. And the term "it's time for a meetup" is actually what inspired Vikings, Outlaws, and Cowboys. For those of you that don't know that. Boss Graphic Design, hit up Rudy and his team of professionals. They'll draw you cool fucking things, and you can get gadgets and gizmos aplenty. Who's it's and what's it's galore, and he'll draw you thingamabobs if you got 20.
Thingamabobs.
If you don't get the reference, then you didn't experience your childhood in the 90s. It's fine. And 80s. Finally, huge thank you to Justine over at Rogue Industries. She doesn't get enough thanks. She keeps jackasses in line. Also, she will get you squared away on all of your apparel needs. All you need to do is contact her. Look them up on the faces of book. They will get you squared away. All right, dude. Final recap pieces.
I do want to drop a seed of wisdom.
Ooh. Drop that seed. Drop it like it's hot.
It is irregardless.
No, I said unirregardlessly. I stated my piece. It's an Afghanistan term.
I know what you said.
It's regardless if you're going to be grammatic.
It's irregardless if you want it to be bullshit.
It's
or anyways.
It's unirregardlessly if you just fucking want to irritate every human on Earth.
Kind of like using hash brown.
Hash browns are fucking amazing. Hashtags are stupid. Challenge me.
Elon Musk would say different. And he owns rockets.
Yeah. 100% Jeff Bezos and fucking Elon Musk are stuck in an Austin Powers fucking montage.
Oh, dude,
what does it look like? A dick and 2 balls.
Yeah, why are we still shaping rockets like dicks?
Yeah, I don't know, man, because it's fucking...
I want to see like a vag rocket.
You know what I want to see? I just want to see boobies everywhere flying through the sky.
Like a dog dick rocket?
No. I don't want to see
when it's about to hit orbit, like the lipstick comes out.
You thought way too much about this.
I just thought about it just now.
Yes, it's way too much, dude.
Yeah, anyway.
So much.
All right.
With that being said, I am Viko the Bearded One. You can call me JT for short, and if you meet me in public, just say hi.
I'm the Jarl. You can say hi. Do whatever the fuck you want. Stay weird, weirdos.
Cheers, motherfuckers. You know what, man? Honestly, I like those fucking rambling fucking podcasts.